Welcome back to another unboxing of a figure set. Today will be a Nendoroid set again. This is the European room set A and B. These are similar to the Japanese room ones I got a while ago, except they have a lot more parts and they're probably going to take longer for me to assemble. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first set I will start with will be A, just so we go in alphabetical order. And like always, I have to undo all this tape. This is what the set will look like, just as a reference. And wow, it's beautiful. I haven't even taken it out of the box and it's already beautiful. So it appears this is some carpeting or something. It comes with that, as well as some little sticky parts and instructions, which I will need. So let's take those out now. This was an impulse buy for me. So I will be putting the whole thing together, but I'm not sure if I'm going to want to use the carpeting. Or actually, it looks like it's just complete. I don't have to cut anything, so that might be better. This is already heavier than the other one. Here are the walls. Wow, they're very decorative, which, I mean, makes sense. It's English furniture, and they are very stylized. Let's see. Is there more tape? Oh my gosh, there's more tape. Oh goodness. Okay, finally won my battle with the tape. So here is one piece of the furniture. I believe this is the back wall with the window, and the window does not open. It's just a solid piece. Next we have one side wall, and this is where you would hang all of the decorative pieces. I really do like how there's quite a lot of detail in the wallpaper. Hopefully you can see that. Next is the flooring. Nothing that special. It has wood detailing and sculpt. Very realistic. And now let's move on to the actual props. Okay, so this looks like a table piece and it has a mirror. That's pretty cool. And then we have a couple of a table and chairs. That's also pretty cool, and they look really detailed. Here is the wonderfully detailed chair. This is mainly what I was excited about. It's really nice, and it's pretty hefty, so there's a good weight to it. It's not flimsy or fragile. We have this lamp and a wall lamp. Really cute little pieces. And the little sticky circles that they give you are for the bottom of these pieces so that they stay on instead of move around, which is a really smart idea, I think. And here is the wall clock. Wall clock. I meant the grandfather clock. The back of it isn't that special, but the front of it is pretty detailed. I don't think it opens or anything like a real clock would, but it's really nice. That's awesome detail. Then we have these little table pieces. So we have a teapot and a cup with the plate, as well as this vase with a flower on it. This is giving me some Beauty and the Beast vibes. But these pieces are pretty detailed. They're solid white, so nothing that special, but I think that leaves room for customization, which is cool. Okay, let's start assembling this. Hopefully it doesn't take me as long as the previous one. The process again is pretty simple. You just put these pegs in accordance to the instructions, and then that's pretty much it. You just clip them together. Sometimes you gotta fight it though. So there we go. The little piece they give you for carpet, just place it on there. You might have to use the little stickers. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the instructions, but I don't think so. There's a completed set. I was going to use these little stickers, which you put on the flattened areas of some of the props, but for now I think I'm just going to let them sit right there since I'm not going to keep them all together. I don't know if I want to use all the props here, because they do take up a lot of space compared to the Japanese room one, so maybe one or two Nendoroids will fit here. But let's move on to set B. The first layer in this set is this wall with the door, and the door does open. Western style door instead of the sliding door, obviously. This wall, so it looks exactly the same as the wall in the other set. That's just for you to add props onto the wall. Then we have another piece of flooring, looks exactly the same. So it looks like each set is more or less the same with the exception of one wall that has some kind of extra part. Like the previous set had a window and this set has a door. And then they also give you the little piece of felt fabric for your carpeting. Let's build this. So I did it the wrong way than what it looks like on the box, but I don't think that matters, so I'm gonna keep going. So initially this wall was supposed to be here, and this wall was supposed to be here, but that's fine. You can fix this. They have holes on the other side. I just don't feel like it. So I'm just gonna put the props in anyway. Sorry, I forgot to show it to you guys. So the first prop that we have is this deer head. It's pretty detailed, honestly. It's amazing how much detail they put in this. It's so realistic. And all it needs is some, they all have pegs, so you just stick it into the wall. You shouldn't have any problem putting that in. And next we have this painting of a horizon in the mountains. It kind of reminds me of the West, in like Texas West, the Wild Wild West. Okay, so it fit, but it's not right, and I think that's because initially this little deer head was supposed to be on the other side, so the pegs are aligned so that you're supposed to do that. Let me see. So then, let's pretend I did this right, and the deer head is over here. There we go. And you do kind of have to press it in a little so that it's secure. So the other prop that they have is this wall lamp, just like the other one. Matching decor, of course, otherwise it would look weird if you put them together. Alright, now let's put the tables and such in there. So the next prop is this chimney, which looks pretty simple, but I think you could probably customize that, maybe paint it a different color or just add some weathering so that it looks pretty cool. It already looks cool to me, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Next is this table, pretty simple but very fine sculpting and paint job. To match with that, we have two chairs. They both look the same, so I'm only going to show one. They have that really cushiony feel, which is great, but they're made of plastic, so there's no actual cushion there. The next prop is this candelabra. It's pretty detailed. Again, very simple. And then we have this bottle of wine. It says Chateau. And then finally we have this teeny tiny little glass of wine. Black. And there we go. That is the second set. Very detailed. I really like these sets. Now let's try and put them together. And here we have the entire set completed and connected together. It looks amazing together, honestly. It looks like someone's house, even though it's kind of expensive looking, so it would look like someone's rich house. But the furniture you can move around, you can switch up the places that you want them to be. The only one that I don't think you could do that with is the grandfather clock and the stuff on the wall, obviously, because some of it is made to be aligned to a certain distance of holes that are on the wall, so if it's off by a little bit, you won't be able to put it on there. The grandfather clock also has little pegs on the back of it, so technically you could move that to a different spot on the wall, but it definitely has to be against this back wall right in this area. Otherwise, this is a really, really nice set. I'm very pleased with it. You can put the little stickers at the bottom of the furniture that requires it, although it's not necessary. However, after moving it around, I do think, unless you glue the carpet down onto the floor permanently, the carpet does kind of fold and bend in on itself a little, so it kind of pushes on the furniture that's not glued down. Other than that, this is a really nice set. I've put a Nendoroid in there, as you can see, for scale. He looks really cute in it, and love it. I just love it. Now, unlike my last set, this is not the end. I wanted to try stacking them together because the place that I have my previous Nendoroid set displayed has a little bit of room at the top, and I bought this with the intention to put this one as a second floor to that so that I could display more Nendoroids in different situations. So I'm gonna go get that so that I can see how it fares up. Once again, it took way longer than I anticipated and a lot more effort, so it's a little bit complicated, I want to say, to put them together 2 floors or 2 stories, simply because the diagram that shows you how you're supposed to do it specifies that you use the clear pieces with 3 sides to connect the top and bottom floor. However, then it tells you to add a single piece, a single rectangular piece, to connect the other wall to the top floor. However, there's already a peg there as part of the regular construction to build that part of the set, so it doesn't really go anywhere. I'm not sure why it tells you to do that. I think the force of certain sides is pushing other sides to pop off, but even with that, it's a pretty secure set. It doesn't wobble. If I put all the props in there, it'll be perfectly secure. It's not going to fall. It doesn't jiggle at all. So really all you have to do is put it together and then just kind of clamp down on everything so that it all secures properly. Together this set is about 1 foot tall, give or take a couple centimeters, probably not even 1 centimeter, just a couple millimeters. So that's a pretty good height. And I think that would definitely fit in the shelf that I had my previous set in, which is awesome, which means that I can put more Nendoroids in this and display more. The length of it is about 1 foot as well, give or take 1 or 2 centimeters. The width is about 16 centimeters, which rounded out 2 inches is a little over 6 inches. So this is a pretty conservative set as far as size goes. You can really put a lot of Nendoroids on here, display, make cute little photographs with this and not take up much space. It's definitely something that would fit on my desk. I just don't want to put it there because I know stuff was gonna fall. But this is really awesome, and I really like having 2 sets. So there are a couple more. I'm not going to get them probably. I was only really interested in this Western one in the Japanese room. But do check them out. I believe they all should be on AmiAmi. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found this informative and all that stuff. I will put all the technical information such as where to buy this, how much it was, how much shipping was for it, as well as length, width, and height of the whole set, or just the one set, so that you know whether or not it'll fit your needs. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.